You're all started chanting. You have any queries, one or two, then like regarding chanting, then we'll go. I mean, in 1 minute, if you want to ask anything regarding chanting, and then we'll go for today's class. Okay, nobody has no queries. Huh? Okay, are you able to hear? Okay. So in the first class we discussed about yojana, the first part, that is body. Actually, in South India there is a temple called Sri Rangam. In Sri Rangam, if you want to go and take darshan of the Lord, then you have to cross 3 gates. First gate 1, gate 2 and gate 3. And then the 4th gate, actually it opens from in. So similarly, we have to align the 3 gates, that is, one is body, one is mind, and then heart. So this is what we can make effort by aligning body, mind and heart, but ultimately the final gate will be opened by the mercy of the Lord. If our endeavor is proper, then then by Lord mercy only, then that door will be open. That is like altar door. No? Altar door we cannot open. That is opened by the pujaris. No? So that's what we are discussing. We will try our level best to endeavor to please the Lord, and if Lord is pleased, then He will bestow the mercy. In that way, through chanting, we will be able to establish our relationship with the Lord. So, like last class, we discussed about the posture. The body posture is very, very important. We have to keep our body straight. Just a minute.
Prabhuji, there is some background noise there.
Okay, now it will. Sorry. So there is posture. We have to keep the posture straight. As I said, the body and the mind, it is interrelated. And if there is some problem in the body, the mind also will get influenced. If you sit straight, and the mind also will be very active. If you don't sit right, if you're leaning like this, then mind also will be lazy, and then that's how it is. And then the second, we discussed about pronunciation. We have to pronounce the mantras properly. Each mantra should be pronounced properly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have to pronounce properly. If you pronounce properly, then only we can hear. Right? If you don't say properly, if I don't speak properly, then what kind of hearing will be? Like, no? If I speak properly, then only you can hear. Then only you will try to understand what I am trying to speak. If I cannot speak only, then there won't be any hearing process. So similarly, when we chant properly, then only we can hear. It's not hearing, we have to listen. Listen means that each and every name should enter our ears. Right? So in that way we have to, just like you see in the cow, when cow hears, it actually puts the ear like this, in a round shape, and makes all the sound be enter. Same way, the ear goes up when cow hears. Otherwise, the cow here, it lies down like this. The moment if she want to hear attentively, the ear goes like this and in a round shape. Same way, we have to be very attentive so that all the sounds which we chant through our mouth goes into our ear, and then it enters our heart. And that's how the purification takes place. So this is the posture of the body, and this is the body thing: body, posture, pronunciation, and listening. These are the 3 things one has to do in the chanting. Now we are going to discuss today aligning the mind. This is very, very important. Because of the Western culture, now our minds are totally disturbed. Right? In the Vedic time, the people, the mind was, there was not much disturbance. Now there's so much of social media and so many things which actually made Kali Yuga people mind very distracted. They cannot concentrate and they cannot focus. They're always thinking about the future or past. Old people think about the past, youth they think about the future, and present nobody in the present. Always the mind function is the past and future. Oh, you have done this, in this. You have done like this, you have not done this, you have reached that position. Now, because of that mistake, you are like this, and future, I'll do like this. Otherwise, what mind thinks? Oh, see, this fellow is creating issue. If he does like this, I will do like this. After I'm doing, if he or she does like this, then I will do like this. So there are multiple planning goes on in the mind. And my Lord, and they're never in the present, And the spiritual world is all about present. In spiritual world, time does not exist. In material world, time exists. So if at all we want to go back to spiritual world, we should practice living in present, that's how the practice comes into place. And if you really want to be happy, you should practice to be in the present. Even if a moment if you live in present, actually it gives a lot of happiness. The people are in stress and anxiety because they are not in present. They are just future. They are in future or in the past. So that's why one philosopher said that we live in the age of mass destruction weapons. Right? There are many weapons which, like mass destruction weapons, it actually destroys the mind. And then it said that the mind regularly cheats us with misguided perception of reality. We become lost in inessential things that we believe to be priority are necessarily and endlessly flit between what we want and do not want, and forever changing our mind without reason and warning. And we have become sick with the speed of our mind and spoiled by hectic and frantic inner environment. So this is because of the influence of illusion energy. Our mind always fluctuates between the past happening and then remembering of the happiness and the sadness, and then the future. And we project, I'll be like this, that. So that's how the main thing is that we have to train the mind in a deep concentration and mindfulness. Right? So the real life means to be in the present moment. That's what I'm trying to focus on. So if you can practice, then if you can practice that presently, like if you focus on that, then each and every mantra we listen, being in present, then you will be able to go deeper into this holy name. My dear, this is a very key point. Until unless you if you don't practice on this point, you will see this chanting is it's useless. You'll get that realization. If you are in present, I'm saying it today, even if we can apply this point today, we'll chant if time permits. Then you will see what a life-changing experience. It could be a life-changing experience. So if you sincerely follow what I say, even today you can feel that experience. I'm guaranteeing you. So the main thing is to be present. Right? We have a chance to be with Krishna right now. So we have to practice being in the present. Right? Actually, bhakti happens only in the present. As I said, no, the spiritual world is all about present. There is no past and future. Right? So now gradually we should train ourselves to come in the present, and then gradually it will be a little bit difficult. But at least we should know that there is a concept called to be a present. Still we don't. This only We have to be present also, right? And we never even analyzed ourselves that whether we are past and future, like this is not good, and to be present is good. Even we don't know this concept also, right? So, but if you do this to be in the present, and then you will be freed from a lot of anxiety, and you can really lead a happy life. And then if you are not doing this, and there will be many lessons which will be placed in your life, but you will not be able to notice it. Right? So that's why. And there is a one pastime. You all know that in Mahabharata there is a famous archery contest. Dronacharya called Duryodhan, many Pandavas, all Kauravas, and then he called Duryodhana and he said, "What did you see?" He took the bow and he was meditating, and then he was saying, "What can you see?" "I can see tree, leaves, flowers, fruit, and bird." And he said, "I give it up." Then he called being. He called many personalities, and they were saying many things. And then he called Arjuna, and then he asked, "What you can see?" Then he focused, and he said, "I can see the eye of the bird. Can't you see leaf? Can't you see branch? Can't you see fruit? Right now I can see only eye of the bird." Then Dronacharya said, "Fire." Then he shoot it. And what is the moral of the story is the focus. We should be focused on the goal. See, when you are focused on the goal, body aligns. The problem in our life is nobody knows what is goal. Oh, voice is not clear? You are able to hear? Okay. So, when you are focused on the goal, then your body automatically aligns. Right? So, any activities you do, the goal has to be very clear. This process comes the next. The first is the goal. Everyone has to fix the goal. What do you want in your life? It's not just going around here and there and just spending time. Just think about what you want in your life. According to the goal, the process, you have to follow certain process. That's all. If there is no goal at all, and then you're just doing what everyone are doing, then it's of no use actually. And end of the day, you don't get anything actually. So that's why the goal has to be fixed. If the goal is fixed, then we have to focus on that. If there is no goal only, there is no point of focus actually. So when it comes to the chanting of the holy name, the goal is to be present. And then we have to, when you know that we have to be present, then we can focus each and every mantra. And we can hear each and every mantra. Otherwise, what will happen? We will be chanting like a washing machine. You know washing machine? It goes around. Same way there will be so many thoughts will be going on, and you will be chanting. The holy name also, there will be one of the thought. It will also go around. So you may chant for many lifetime. Nothing will happen to you. So that's what we should know, the art of chanting. When you know the art of chanting, there could be a lot of benefit, and that is how you will have an experience. The more you have an experience, the more you develop faith. So this is called focus. Because why? When you know this, what you have to do, when the goal is clear, I have to be in the present, then you can bring back the mind. Generally, the nature of mind is to go here and there. Yato Nischalati. There is a sloka in Bhagavad Gita 6.26. The nature of mind is yato Nischalati. It goes here and there. What we have to do? We have to bring back the mind and be present. Mind will go in past and future. Especially when you are chanting, it will show you like a movie what you have done. Sometimes people get afraid, what's happening now? I was okay before. Don't worry. When you clean the room, what happened? The first thing is dust comes out. Similarly, when they chant the holy name, there is many dust will come out. We should not be worried about that. You have to be very focused on the holy name, and gradually the heart will get purified. Then you will experience the purification of heart. That is the thing which we are looking for. When your heart is pure, when your heart is soft, oh, that is the real happiness actually. The contamination is the anxiety, right? So now how, while chanting, how we can be in present? So there are few what you can say exercise also we can apply. Like when you're chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You have to focus on first Hare. So see, you have to give the mind a very simple instruction. If you give some complex instruction, the mind will say this is not possible at all. So the mind should be trained in such a way that very simple. All you have to do is to hear first Hare, that's all. So when you say like that, what happens is every mantra you bring your mind back to the first Hare. That means what? You are bringing the mind to the present. It's a trick. When you focus on first Hare, gradually you enter in the holy name. Gradually you start hearing many mantras, many names, and gradually you will be able to hear all the mantras. This is how you have to train the mind. So this is one way of doing. We'll do that. In the practice we'll be doing this. And then the second way of focusing the mind to be very focused, that is to keep the mantra card, Hare Krishna. That card you can put it in your room or a bigger poster, and then you can see that and chant. So when you see the more the senses engaged, the more mind is focused. Your eye is engaged, your finger is engaged, your ear is engaged, your tongue is engaged. This has been researched. They have many people has researched this, and then they came out with this thing scientifically also. They have done a lot of research in chanting the holy name of the Lord. There is many theses on this. Many people came and took, and then there is a very good. Maybe if you want, I can send you the papers, so that if someone want to understand how the meditation works scientifically, that is also there. So if the more senses are involved, the mind is naturally get focused. So in that way.